This video is about my travels to Japan. I started out here in Canada, and we'll zoom out from Toronto, Canada, and we flew all around the Arctic Circle over here and down to Japan at the airport island, I think off of Tokyo, no? And we found our way to Gifu. I was going to work at Sanyo Electronics in the Gifu prefecture of Japan in the city of Anpachi. Anpachi is close here to Hashima. So, this is the Japanese bullet train, Shinkansen, Tokaido Shinkansen. And the stop for Hashima is here at Gifu Hashima, Shin Hashima, the Hashima station. So, go from Shin Hashima to Sanyo Electronics here, and the Sanyo building, the Sanyo offices have the solar arc in front of it, which you'll see it's a huge structure showing off their solar panels and their LED lighting displays, and all the engineers, all the male ones take up residence in these dorms here. So if we go to Street View, we can see that soon where I traveled to around Anpachi. And I met a lot of cool people. Japan is an amazing place. Everyone's very friendly. They try and get educated on a lot of different languages to talk to different people, well, especially English, but some people more so Russian and Chinese and a lot of languages. So everyone's really cool there. Met some friends. Want to go back. Anpachi. Looking at the map, it kind of feels like a second home here. I remember if we take this road, we see a lot of cool stuff, and we head over this huge bridge, and we can go to Ogaki, and there's a shopping mall somewhere here. Shopping mall. Right. They have fried octopus balls, like chicken balls, but octopus, and it's fantastic, as well as other fantastic things like grilled noodles, the barbecue noodles that they do, yakitori, fried chicken yakitori. So the other route I had taken was up this road, and you get over to this bridge, and you head over to Owaki, and along this route is where the karate place is that I wanted to study some nunchucks. So I asked around, I used Google, and I found that someone had a website in English, which was fantastic. They had an English version of their karate website, and I ended up going over here to Owaki by bicycle to take karate classes, because the teacher promised me some nunchaku classes on the side if I sign up for karate, and all of that was awesome. So we head over here, and let's take a look at the solar arc. And we'll drop the little guy here, street view. So here we have a solar panel installation, and we're on a side street here. So I rode my bicycle or my skateboard through here. Nice kind of rural area. There's the solar arc, and the solar arc stands in front of the offices, which would mean the offices are about right here. It's just kind of an interesting camera lens. And there's the dorms. So we'll go up here, now we're facing the solar arc. And the solar arc faces the bullet train, which means that is the bullet train and it runs that way. So when the business people are passing by, they see the big demonstration that Sanyo has with the solar arc. And inside the solar arc there is a museum. A museum to all the things that Sanyo is. They started out as a bicycle light manufacturer a long time ago, and now pretty much the number one in battery developed. So this is a road that I know because for 8 months I lived in this building, I believe. This building right here, and the stairs over into the office area, and the all the engineers go under here through this walkway to the office area in the morning. So everyone at the same time is on their way to work, and come back out and go to the building here and go over to the next building where they have a cafeteria and eat. Lots of cool stuff, iced coffee, little sandwiches, all kind of different Japanese dishes. And then let's say we're bicycling up this way, so we come outside this gate on our bicycle and we're going to take a right. So I would do that, and that would lead us along this kind of boring road. It's rural / industrial, so we're going along. More dorms, more dorms. Somewhere here among the dorms there's a house. I don't think that's it, but there's a house that they built for VIPs that are coming to do business or something and need to stay somewhere, and they threw parties. If we need some place to have a party, we could go to the house and have some drinks and snacks. On special occasions. We're still going down the street. More dorm buildings. This is all Sanyo property. We're still trying to get to the end of the property here, so that's kind of what it's like on a bicycle. You just keep pedaling along. I think we just saw, if we look around here, maybe like a garbage area, and that might be a VIP house. Whether it was a storage or whatever it is, the garbage area in Japan is meticulous, like 40 something plus categories of things. This kind of aluminum can, that kind of aluminum can, so everything's very much separated from the beginning to be efficient and have the recycling kind of program actually work, you know. So once we get past the property here and we come outside with our bicycle, where there's a Circle K, a Maru K. Maru is Japanese for 0 and circle, so they call it the Maruke. Maruke. Maruke ni itta. So we're out in the real world, and I have been here skateboarding. I have been here eating snacks. I even sampled some of the crappy whiskey on hand here for a very cheap price once upon a time, but more so the lemon sherbet, you know. I don't know if we can really go in the parking lot. If maybe if Google Van stopped for a slushie or something, we could click here, which would be cool. Why is it lighting that up? Like, can we actually take a look at that? That's silly. Yeah. So that's my favorite convenience store, one of many. You see a lot of solar panels on people's roofs. These houses are pretty big. If that's a 1-unit residence, that's what they call a mansion. You know, what we think of as like a McMansion, something like a full-size house, almost too big, like a mansion. And And let's not get lost here. Keep going down the road. So Circle K, the convenience store, they have these little signs there to let you know that they're awesome and you should come frequent their store. And we see some neat houses. And we keep going up the bicycle path here. There's a sidewalk. All the bushes, very neatly trimmed. Everything looks nice. And we're into the rice fields already, I think. No, we get to the rice fields. So I mentioned it's a rural area, and rice is everywhere eventually soon. There you have some kind of sign. Maybe, I don't know, they're building something. And you have the zone, whatever business that is. Not sure. Never went to the zone. Never stopped at the zone. See what's going on. Okay, still have no idea. And Boss coffee machine. All kind of different coffees. Everything you'd want in a coffee machine. Conveniently located on your way bicycling somewhere, which is fantastic. And it will heat up the coffee, since cooling things down requires sending heat somewhere else. They send it over a hot coffee if you want. And we have rice fields already. Rice fields down there, rice fields up here. More rice than I expected. But that's good. That's a good thing. However, if you were bicycling here and you fall into a rice field, that is like a 5-foot drop, sometimes more, sometimes less. So if you were bicycling and you really were out of it and fell over, and you were sleepy and you fell asleep into the rice field, it's quite a bit of a drop. Still pretty boring path this way, yeah, but beautiful, beautiful rice. Let's take a look at that. Anpachi, fields of Anpachi. I like all these houses. They're really cool. They're super cool. I'm pretty sure this is the road I took, if not the one over. But it's pretty much the... So after Circle K, you just get a little bit disappointed. No, these beautiful mountains here in the side. You always have beautiful mountains to look at. Nothing too tall, but right there. And that's gotta be like a hotel or something. Or residence. Looks nice. Building something. More rice fields. Ooh, cloudy day. With some sunshine. So it's always kind of nice there. Right in the middle of Japan. Just north of the south, so to speak. And more rice. More rice. You know? Arnold Schwarzenegger wants more water for California so they can grow more rice. Because rice is the name for United States of America in Japanese and Chinese, using the same symbol, rice country. Then there is no name like America, something like that. It's rice country. Because America grows a lot of agriculture products because it is big and has lots of rivers. Rivers and soil. So we get to the T intersection. What would this have been? That goes nowhere. And that goes up the river. The Gawa. That's the Kanagawa Gawa. How's that for a tongue twister? The Kanagawa Gawa. And it thought we wanted to just go over a little bit, which is interesting. No, Google. No, thank you, Google. And we have a small cemetery here. So this is a Japanese style cemetery. We have it. It's built next to the rice field there, uh, in solid concrete there. Go up here. You see a lot of these trucks. This is the size of a typical, shipping truck in Japan. Smaller. The farm trucks are really small, so they can get on the little fields here, or the little roads here by the fields. Here, someone's got a pretty nice house. And there we have some Japanese style tombstones. Shinto or Buddhist. Someone has a nice garden in the back. Now, okay. Wow, it's been a long time since I've been there. But this is interesting to see. When you're bicycling along, you kind of miss things. It's at a different speed. Speed change. Scrolling. Is there an easier way to do this? Is there like a Running Man mode? Can I just drive? The thing was driving, right? Can it simulate like me driving? That would be awesome. Dang, why don't they do that? So, I think but somewhere I had to hide from hooligans? I don't know, man. I was bicycling back from karate, and they seen my little purple bicycle. I know, embarrassing, right? But you gotta get to karate class somehow. And they yelled baka, which means idiot, and it was pretty aggressive. Which is fine. A bunch of dudes can yell baka next to their car at the Maruke or whichever convenience store they were at, but you start to feel unsafe when they stop up the road, and it's like one of those scary movies where up the road mean like I was just next to the last house, and up the road was just dark and rice and nothingness and more rice and this scary car with a bunch of hooligans. And I didn't know after calling me idiot if they really wanted to say hi or something, so I hid in someone's garage and looked for like, is there like a tire iron or something around here? And the owner of the house came out and was like, of course, and shocked in Japanese, what are you doing? What are you doing in my garage? And right away, I went to leave and show him I'm not a threat, and said using my top Japanese, you know, hentai na kuruma ga atta. It's like there was a strange car, there was a strange car outside, and I was scared basically, kawatta kuruma, it was scary. I was scared, whatever. So basically, that guy was cool, and he understood what I was saying. He could see, just from my movements when I went outside, I was like looking to see if they were still there, and then I got on my bicycle and bounced, and you could see that someone had put the bicycle down. They're obviously not trying to hide. I didn't even try to hide the bicycle. I was in a rush to save my skin from the hooligans, which is crazy, right? You wouldn't expect something like that in Japan necessarily. But, if you're like young adult age and there's some punks anywhere, you might get robbed. Uh, I wouldn't want to say like they're like right wingers, something like that, but they were pretty angry for no reason, and seeing that I was a foreigner, probably a foreigner riding a ridiculous bicycle. uh, I was just to be safe, I avoided that situation. So where are we now? We are, if we zoom, okay, I have no idea where we are, but that is getting close. And that's about it.